Welcome anyone to my YouTube channel. This is Ever, aka Two Beasts to Kill You, aka the Beast with the Least. And oh man, I've got a great little video for you today talking about everyone's favorite website, Polygon. But before I get into that, let's hit that intro. All right. Now, I don't obviously hide it. I don't, try to, whatever you want to say. And if that's what you want to call me, if you want to call me an Xbox fanboy, whatever, I'm a bigger Xbox fan than a PlayStation fan. Doesn't mean I hate PlayStation. I know the internet obviously is not great for discourse like that, but it is what it is. But I am always still gonna be on the side of, if Xbox is fucking up, Xbox is fucking up, and if they deserve hate, they deserve hate. Now, do I think Xbox deserves some hate right now? Yeah, a little bit. They've done some stuff that people would not necessarily find the best choice to make. Stuff like raising prices, the price of Game Pass and everything, firing people, but these are things that all companies do. Yet for some reason, Xbox is the one that always seems to take the brunt of the hate for all of the internet. And I know that, again, I can come off as an Xbox fanboy, and this probably will make me sound like a bigger Xbox fanboy. But I just needed to talk about this because this is just hilarious. And I have a neighbor outside who decided he wanted to turn on his motorcycle for some reason. But yeah, I'm just going to be focusing on this mainly. But yeah, so we got a real winner of an article from Polygon. Xbox is bringing main character energy, whatever the kids say. I guess that's something, whatever. The little sub-headline, Microsoft's console brand has never been less relevant, but at GDC, it was all anyone could talk about. I'm not going to go through the entire thing, because honestly, it's Polygon, and, fuck Polygon, They just basically said at GDC, Microsoft was there, and they basically just showed out, as the kids say, and whatever you want to say. There's some stuff in here saying, like this right here. Much was also made of the fact that international attendees might choose not to travel to Donald Trump's America for GDC this year. That's what kind of website Polygon is. It's kind of your standard, your bog standard, just, hey, Xbox was there, but does it matter? But, they were there and they did something huge. But why it was so, for me, what brought out enough people and why I wanted to talk about it was this picture right here to show you. This is how they tweeted out their article. Is Xbox less relevant now than it has ever been? Now, obviously, in that subheadline, it said the console brand has never been less relevant. But that's how they wanted to bring out, that's how they wanted to tweet out, like, hey, we got a new article talking about Xbox at GDC, saying, the console's not as relevant. Which I find hilarious because, again, anytime there's something negative, anytime there's a way to crap on Xbox, you will see so many videos, you will see so many articles. I mean, IGN alone will just constantly here's an article we put out of this is why Xbox is making a mistake. And then they will retweet that article over and over and over and over and over. Anything like that. But when it comes to Nintendo and PlayStation, yeah, of course, they have their mistakes. They make their fuck-ups and everything. But you will not see nearly as much focus on when they make mistakes or do stumble or whatever it is, as much as Xbox. And that goes down to even YouTubers, you know, that some of them who even claim that they're more of an Xbox fan, but then they go and they will just, if it's negative about Xbox, they're going to make sure they talk about it. But when there's something negative about PlayStation, I'm not going to name names, but there was a certain YouTuber that I kind of called out on Twitter that, yeah, when there was that whole, PlayStation shut down Blue Point Games, he definitely didn't talk about it, but he definitely talked about Xbox, like, just whatever stumbles they want to. And again, PlayStation makes their mistakes, you know? Again, they just shut down Blue Point Studios, which, you know, obviously the internet didn't like. But that was pretty much forgotten about, and the running theme after the basically next day was Xbox. Here comes Xbox to fuck everything up again, to take the negative conversation away from PlayStation, when it's just like all they were doing was just Phil Spencer was stepping down and now Asha Sharma is taking over. That's the only thing it was just a leader change within the division, within the Microsoft gaming division, but somehow that was, that's way more controversial than shutting down a studio that PlayStation kind of, you know, fucked over. You know, it's just, again, I know the internet doesn't like to say it, you know, a certain section, and you will see, you know, other big timers or whatever saying that, no, it's not true, but there is a such thing as the Xbox tax. And things like this article right here are just, this is just something I wanted to bring up because, you know, I just wanted to talk about this because, again, I think it's hilarious. It's never going to, you know, whatever they want to, you know, whatever any Twitter, you know, personality, YouTube personality, whatever website wants to, whatever thing they want to say about PlayStation, Nintendo, Xbox, would never sway me, but I am always tickled at how Xbox is always at the top of any kind of conversation when it comes to the video game space, and it always is negative. So Polygon putting out this article saying like, yeah, Xbox is just not relevant or whatever, is hilarious to me because it's clearly the most relevant console currently. Is it the most popular console? No. Is it the best console? Well, that's up to you. You know, which one you like. None of them are the best console. For all I know, you prefer the Switch. The Switch is your console of choice. And there's nothing wrong with that. The Switch is a great console. Switch 2. Well, both of them. But when it comes to what console maker is talked about, what console maker is always at the forefront of every headline, it's always Xbox. Again, it's always it seems to be always negative. Yes, you have your positive stuff, but it's always Xbox. So, like, I put the question out there to you, to anyone who's watching this video, like, does that make Xbox less relevant than any other console maker? Or do they seem to be the most relevant? Because, again, they're always talked about. Again, it's hilarious to me the lengths that the internet will go to just be like, Xbox bad, everything else great. And then not realizing that, like, you guys seem to hate Xbox so much, but damn, you love talking about Xbox. I mean, there are some YouTubers that clearly have made their living off of talking about Xbox and being PlayStation fanboys, but all they do is talk about Xbox. And hey, you know, more power to them. You know, that's how they want to make their money. I'm not gonna, you know, shame them for it. shit, maybe I should have gotten in on that, but you know, that's something else. Yeah, man, what a time we live in right now, right? But yeah, and I think my neighbor's telling me basically now with his motorcycle, hey, stop. But all right, I'm gonna go ahead and end it right there. I know this is probably gonna lose me some followers or whatever, or some likes. This is not gonna be a very well liked video. I'll probably get a lot of dislikes maybe, but you know, regardless, you like what I do on this channel, you like my podcast, new episodes every Monday. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And until next time, I'll catch you later.